Alrighty guys, so it's pretty common for headlights on cars over time to get hazy and yellow and a bit gross. The UV from the sun kills them, it's just what happens. But when you own a bug eye Impreza, which is pretty much the car equivalent of Sid from Ice Age, that looks really bad. So, on today's episode of Nugget Project, we're going to make our headlights go from this to this. Let's go. Sweet, headlights are out, and honestly, they're not that bad. I've seen a lot worse, especially on bug-eyed Rexes, and like even my Sora, you can see the top of it's hazing over again, so I've got to do the same thing to these headlights. But we'll do this. Now, I'm not going to take credit for all this stuff. This was the legend Chris Fix on YouTube. If you haven't seen his stuff and you need any info on car-related repairs, he is an absolute legend. Definitely follow him. So, what we're going to use is we've got our wet and dry sandpaper. We've got our, this is Rust-Oleum clear coating, and the thing you need to make sure is that it is bonding to plastic and it has non-yellowing properties in it, otherwise the sun will just make them go yellow again, and that is gross. And also a spray bottle for wet and dry sanding, and that's pretty much it. So we start with a 600 grit to get rid of all the crap and get it nice and smooth, and they'll be really hazy after that. And then we use a 2000 to get it nice and smooth, and then once they're all dry, we can paint them. Let's go. Look at that dirt already coming out of this. It's all the grossness. That's awesome. And that's all the stuff that's making it yellow, so we're sanding that out. It should be nice and clear. Of course, we've now got our 2000 grit, and if you're ever unsure, it says P2000 on the inside. For anyone that doesn't know, the higher the number, the finer the pattern. So 4000 is almost just like paper. You can't feel any grit on it, and you go down to like a 180, which is super aggressive. That's for like sanding wood and things like that. Anyway, let's do the 2000 and get this nice and smooth. I reference. Alrighty, so we've got our other headlight sanded, and you see it's much clearer, even though it's it's all hazy, but it's not yellow or anything anymore. And that's what it looks like when it dries, which is terrifying. So now we need to let them dry, and we give them a wipe with wax and grease remover, and now we can get painting. Sweet. Now the key with this paint, hair, dog hair, is to do just light coats. Leave it for 5 minutes, do another light coat, and just build it up that way. You can see after one coat already, they look so much better. Now I just got to get that dog hair out. So I love my dog. She's one of the best people I know, but sometimes, my God, I've had to re-sand and redo this headlight ready for another spray because I had 3 big dog hairs right in the middle of it. Not her fault, not her fault. I should have shaken myself down first. Alright, we'll give this a bit of a clean up and put it down, and we'll get ready for a clear coat again. First coat is done, and apparently the key is to do very light coats and multiple coats. So we leave 5-10 minutes or so and then do another one. So yeah, look, I mean, it even looks better with just the first light coat, so that's pretty cool. So we'll wait about 10 odd minutes, let it dry, and do another one. Okay, so I've done a few coats and they've come up pretty good. The driver's side one, no, passenger side one, has come up a lot better. Now it does get this orange peeling on it, so you can run a 5000 grit over it and just give it a quick smooth off and then run some polish over it and it'll look great. I don't really have time to be doing that right now. This one came up okay. There's a bit of a sort of a damage spot here, which I don't know, I sanded it but it didn't seem to come out. I'm not too sure what that is. And there's a few sort of cracks in the plastic, which I don't know, it just hasn't turned out quite as well as the other one, but I still think they look way better than they did. So we're gonna let them dry and we'll put them in the car and then maybe we'll give them a sand later on. But what we do want to do once they're in is do some Canuba wax, which will help protect them and make them look nice and clean too. But definitely an improvement over what they look like. Alright, they look a lot better, but they still need a bit of a sand. They've got that orange peeling on them, so I'm going to get hold of some 5000 grit and come back once they've cured and give them another go. But I still reckon they look a lot better than they did. They've got rid of that yellow grossness and it's still a little hazy, but that's just because they need that sand. Still reckon that is a huge improvement over what they look like. Look at all this grossness I sanded off them. It's been a couple of days, I've been super busy with work, but now we're back and going to try and finish up these headlights. So we've got some sandpaper, we've got some water, and we're going to try and get rid of this cloudiness, sand it down just to get rid of the orange peeling looking stuff and give them a polish, see how they turn out. Cool, so we've got the majority of the orange peeling out now. We're going to use some polish, an applicator pad, and we're going to try and buff this all out. Wow, what a difference. How good is that? I could have sanded down here a little bit more, but that looks like a brand new headlight. Pretty bloody stoked. Let's do the other side. Alrighty, last thing we want to do is some Canuba wax, so we're going to do a bit of that on the other side of our microfiber pad and let it haze and then buff it off, and that's it. And there we go, headlights are done. This one didn't turn out quite as well. I think I didn't do the clear coat quite as well as I wanted to. Like, there's a bit of marks here, and you know what, it's my first time doing it. It still looks a million times better than it did. The passenger side turned out real good. That looks amazing. So I'm pretty stoked with how this has gone. And definitely an improvement over the old junky yellow lights. One more step to getting this puppy on the road. Thanks for watching, gang. That was just a little quick one. We're not going to spend too much time on this Subi because I'm already getting people whinging in the comments going, oh, you've lost your way, you're supposed to be working on the XL. I got to build this car anyway, so I might as well film it and give you guys something to watch. But we will be back to the XL soon. We've got livery coming and all sorts of fun stuff, so keep watching. But we've got a couple more episodes of this guy, and then yeah, back to racetracks. Thanks for watching, gang. See you soon.